Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a better Monday than Maddie is right now. Her camera is acting up, but we'll get that
I don't look
fixed.
that ugly today.
I mean, you broke the camera with your looks, but we're gonna ignore that. Good morning. How are you, Jeff? How was your weekend?
It was good. I feel like I missed
man.
out on some things.
You guys
did miss out.
You guys missed out on one of the better events I've been to in my life.
Damn it.
We
The
had a
Darren
great
McCarty
time.
Claude Lemieux, and I'm talking before the after party. We'll get to that in a little bit. But that event was insane. I mean, you're talking two legends in the game of hockey, 4-time Stanley Cup winners each. And what do? They sit there and they have a conversation about one of, if not the most historic fight in NHL history. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fish, put the camera down is what he's trying to tell you. What's wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Anyways.
It's like Ron Artest and Ben Wallace sitting down. Like, this
That's
is
a pretty big
iconic
deal.
stuff. Yeah, it's iconic stuff.
It's a pretty big deal. But, Maddie,
Hi.
good morning.
Good morning.
We had an issue that you don't remember because you were too drunk.
Hey, listen.
Now,
Would
before
it be as good of a story if I did remember it?
I think it's better that you were drunk now that I get to tell you the story back live
Super.
on the show.
I love this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after the Darren McCarty event, we decided as a group here at Woodward Sports that we would hang out at 5th Avenue, get some pizza, have a few drinks, just enjoy the night with each other. You know, it's not often we get to go out because we're so busy at work, you know? Special moment for us. So, what happens? Well, I'll tell you what happens, guys. We were lied to. We were what's the word I'm looking for here? We were hoodwinked.
Wow.
We were absolutely betrayed on every level of human decency by the people that were at 5th Avenue.
By what?
By the people that were there, that were just hanging out randomly, casuals. So what happens is we're in the booth, we're having a good time. We had just ordered 2 pizzas for the little group of 5-6 people that we are.
Okay.
We're hungry, you know. We just worked all day. It's a big deal, you know. Trying to have a good time
and you
with
have the
everybody.
heavyweights there, so you know.
And what happens? This girl walks up to the table. Now, on the Adham scale railing of how hot she is, I'd give her an 8 out of 10. But she's pretty damn good looking. All right? Figure, on point, everything's good about her. No complaints so far, right? She's like, hey, can me and my friends join the table?
Oh.
They sent the hot one. And when I say they, and when I'm referring to them as, is they as in the hippos. These hippos sent the hot friend to our table to get our attention.
You're getting
And then
canceled.
all of a sudden, I have my Miller Lite on the table, and all I hear is,
Oh, no.
you guys remember the scene in Jurassic Park?
The calm before the storm?
The fucking stampede just fucking showed up. Scared the living shit out of
Oh my
us.
God.
Guys, 4 hippos. No smaller than 320 pounds.
I have zero freaking.
I know you have zero memory of this. This is the most terrifying thing that has ever happened to me in my life.
You're positive I was still there.
And I did not have enough drinks to be able to, like, comprehend what the hell was happening yet. I was only on my first Miller Lite, and I think I had a Jack and Coke upstairs, if I remember correctly. Anyways, beyond the point. So, in comes this herd of hippopotamuses, and I'm, like, fighting for my life. And you guys have to understand what's going through my head. I'm hungry.
I want a hippopotamus.
We just ordered 2 pizzas for the table. God damn it, each hippo could eat a pizza by itself. We only had 2 pizzas.
My
So I'm scared and fighting for the pizza now. Trying to figure out, like, how we're going to kick them out before the pizza gets here.
So they came over, and they sat down, and then right when the pizza showed up, they started diving in, is what you're saying. Offhand. No, that can't happen. That can't happen. They got their hands in the
They
pizza,
sent the hot one.
and the rest came in and got the pizza.
I mean, that's what, like, that is like
fucking hard, man.
that's the play. That's always the play.
Dude, Justin, Spencer, Easy, Stick, Nick Leach, we're all scared for our lives.
Tell Easy Spencer to handle it.
They kind of did. But you know what? Like, it was a...
Was that
was
before
too
or
much.
after I put the label on
That was
Spencer's head?
well before. See, you showed up while they were, like, mingling in and out of the table, right?
Okay, so don't act like I was there the whole time.
You were there for a majority of it. You were just... you were just not
I'm just
available.
trying to save face. It's fine.
So we fell into their trap. And it's not my fault, by the way. There's one person to blame for this. That's Nick Leach.
Yeah. What did Nick do?
She approached the table, and Nick is the one who answered her. Because we were just trying to be to ourselves and have a good time. Nick Leach is the one that said, yeah, bring your friends over. Nick, shut the hell up.
Nick.
And the next thing you knew, all of Fifth Avenue was shaking.
Shit. Earthquake on Fifth
It's a
Avenue.
freaking earthquake on Fifth Avenue. Oh my God, I've never been more terrified in my life. Oh my God.
Oh my God, man.
Jumanji. That is the exact phrase I was looking for this morning. Just saying. 10 out of 10. It was absolutely the same thing from Jumanji. It was a stampede instead of rhinoceroses. It was a stampede of hippos. And it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever experienced in my life. That's what happened to me this weekend. Unbelievable.
I felt like a real celebrity when I walked through the door, I won't lie.
Why?
Because all you guys were so excited to see me.
There was a table bet on whether you would show up or not. That's why. So the people that were excited are the people that placed money on you showing up.
I always show up for a good time, okay?
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Nick is not single. That's the worst part of it. Nick has a goddamn girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there attracting
And she's like a 15,
unwelcomed
too.
hippos to our table.
His girlfriend's very pretty.
I'm a married man. Like, I wasn't interested. Look, I'm willing to have a good time. I'm willing to conversate with some people.
Man, I should have been there.
No, you shouldn't have.
I would have spoke for the group.
No, you wouldn't have.
I'd have been like, get the
When you
hell
would've-
out of here.
When you would have seen them, you would have shut your mouth and sat in the corner and just waited for them to leave. It's like, you
was it
know,
like-
when
was
you're
that
attacked
bad?
like a big bear, except now you're being attacked by a hippo. And you know what they teach you? They teach you just not to move.
Jesus
So you just
Christ.
gotta.
I have
so
heard
the
that.
hippos, after the stampede finishes and they're at our table, you remain, you're frozen. You just have your drink in your hand.
You don't want to move.
You don't want to move. You don't want to startle it, right? Because it may eat you. I swear to God, one of the most terrifying
I'm
experiences
so
I've ever had in
dead.
my life.
You don't want to startle it. It might eat you.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I'm telling you. Getting in some tough situations. God
That
damn
was,
it,
it
Nick.
was traumatizing. I couldn't sleep that night. I got home, my ears were ringing.
Yeah,
I
the
had
music.
a dream that night. I was in Jumanji. I was scared. I woke up scared. I woke up like 3 times in the middle of the night. These hippos kept chasing me.
What time did you get home?
One easy way to avoid a hippo is you got to juke it out. Hippos can run like directional, only straight. They can't pivot.
What time did you get home?
I'm home at almost 2 a.m.
Okay. So
Wife was not happy.
not terrible.
Yeah, wife is
The
not happy.
last thing I texted to you is I heart Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that part.
Max says Jeff would have got sucked up like spaghetti.
Jeff would have been the appetizer. What are you guys talking about? Jeff wouldn't be here today.
Oh my god.
Jeff was the
man.
appetizer. And Rob Swift is absolutely correct. You do not make eye contact. Like, I tried my hardest. Like, you have to understand, they take up a good portion of the room. It's hard not to see them.
And you only have a
So I'm sitting there minding my own business like this, like... I'm just trying to focus on Justin. And you know what? Honestly, I'm a piece of shit human being. I will admit it. All right?
At least you admit it.
All right?
They already
I'm willing
knew
to
that.
admit, fat people, I'm sorry. Look, go to the gym or something. But look, anyways, eat a salad. The point is, what I'm trying to say this morning is, I was not helping this situation at all. Usually, you try to diffuse the situation. Hey, you talk to these people. I had no business or interest in talking
You
to
got
them.
more than you bargained
I
for.
was sitting there laughing at them, in front of them, with Justin. Maddie, I was laughing and making jokes and doing like the stampede noise in front of them. I am such a horrible human. They walked away like 15 minutes later once they realized they weren't
What
getting
is
any
this
action.
joke about Blake Griffin?
Blake Griffin is your boyfriend.
He doesn't look like Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he does.
That's funny.
Well, he doesn't. But when you're drunk and you see a tall guy and he says like he played in the NBA, you're like, oh, that's Blake Griffin.
That's your immediate.
Oh my God.
I mean,
assumption.
that's why Blake Griffin is a story. That's more of Justin's story than it is mine, so I don't want to take credit.
Yes, you can have an autograph.
That would have been hilarious. I would have loved to be in that corner with you and Justin, just seeing your guys' reactions. I would have been crying.
I was pissing myself laughing because of what had happened. I have never gotten got like that before, ever in my life.
Yeah.
I've been duped before.
the bait and switch.
Never like that. Maddie, we're talking a girl that weighs about the... Fish, how much do you weigh, jackass?
$135.
115-ish?
Like 107, 106.
All right. The girl that approached our table weighed less than 107.
Oh, wow. That's hard to do.
That's hard. I know it's hard to do.
There's no
I swear to
That's
God. I
really
swear
hard
to
to do.
God.
There's no way.
I promise you. She was a freaking stick. Decent body.
Was she
decent
whip
face,
stick?
Whatever. She was an 8 out of 10. All right? She gets an 8 out of 10 in my book. Why she's hanging out with all these hippopotamuses is beyond me.
She
All
could
right?
have been
And
like the sister.
My theory is
Or a
that she
cousin.
was hanging out with them to make herself feel better. Because, you know, look, guys, I know I'm coming off pretty ignorant right now, and rude.
Pretty, very.
But this is your perspective.
I'm
all
just
right?
saying what happened.
This is what your perspective.
I'm just saying what happened. It was a goddamn stampede, and I was terrified. I was fighting for my life at Fifth Avenue on Saturday. I'm glad to be here this morning.
How long were they there at the booth? Like, how long were they?
They were there for about 20 minutes. Then they kind of got the vibe that I'm making fun of them. And then they left and went and played pool.
Ooh.
And then she came back. The skinny hot one came back again. She's like, "You should get your friends to come over and play pool with us." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I absolutely will." And I walked back and I just started laughing at Justin. I kept drinking.
Oh,
That's what I would've did.
gosh.
Yeah,
Hey.
look again. I acknowledge I'm
You
a
gotta
horrible
do what
person,
you gotta
but
do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
That was my Saturday. I felt it was very important to start off the show sharing that with all of you.
And you stayed
Yeah.
at the same place till 2 a.m.?
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. It was only Fifth Avenue. We had the Darren McCarty event. That was a good time.
Yeah. It's on our YouTube right now if you haven't seen it already.
Crazy.
You can rewatch it.
That was
But yeah,
crazy.
that was-
Claude Lemieux, very humble guy. They both are, but I mean,
got
that's
to
the
meet him?
first time you get to hear Claude really talk about it. At least in front of Detroit Red Wings fans, you have to understand.
Right.
He's in a hostile environment. Let's go Red Wings chants are going on. It was a really good time. I can't stress enough how I think you should all take 10, 15 minutes of your time and watch that.
Yeah.
Watch back that video whenever you get a chance.
Shout out to Claude.
It was a great event.
He's got balls of steel.
You know who named his kid Brendan Lemieux? The one that's playing for
Yeah.
the Kings? He named him after Brendan Shanahan.
For jumping in and
Yeah.
Shanahan's a legend.
Shanny's a legend. All right, guys.
Sports!
Let's see how much time we have
Sports.
before we get kicked off. We'll start
You
the
have
show
to hold on,
legitimately
hold
now.
on. We have a picture.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah! Oh, I thought we had a picture of the hippos, though.
No, we have a picture to show.
I think Justin has a video of
Shut
what
up.
happened. I swear. But
Are
it's
you
too
gonna
late.
have him send it?
It's too... I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty nervous.
All right.
FDA is going to be coming in here pretty soon.
soon.
Checking all the weights of the cows that we have to go talking about on the show. Anyways, we got to go to break. When we get back, it's time to talk about sports.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's Mock Draft Monday. You know what that means. 9 o'clock, me and Jeff reveal our latest mock draft. It looks like somebody was all aboard the train. Which train I won't say, but
We'll get
it's
into it.
quite the morning so far. We got to get into the Pistons. They had not too good of a weekend. They are now tied for the worst record in the NBA.
It's good news.
We'll get to that after. But before we do, Maddie,
Yes, before we go, Jeff, can you please tell us about how the hippos should stay out?
Yes, well, not Planet Fitness, but Guardian Alarm is what I'm going to tell you guys about. Gets it. Good defense on and off the field, helps you feel secure. Not only that, Guardian Alarm has state-of-the-art technology that helps you feel safe, all with 24/7 local monitoring. Guardian Alarm also has convenient features, lets you check in on your home, control lights and temperatures, even detect smoke or carbon monoxide. Call 800-STAY-OUT
Stay
today.
out.
That's 800-STAY-OUT.
Stay
You're a
out,
fish.
Panama, you guys, go back home.
Guardian Alarm has been trusted for over 90 years at keeping families safe.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Everything that we've hoped for, finally.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
It's all happening now.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Guys, the Pistons. We're going to talk about sports now. So
Yeah. Well, the Pistons, listen, they might have lost to the Knicks. It is good news, though. I mean, they're tied, obviously, with the worst record in the NBA, 20-55.
You wanted this.
I did want this. And you're starting to see it, over the last, 5 games, 1-4 down the stretch. They're obviously keeping these games close. Besides the Atlanta Hawks game, they lost by 21 points. But besides that, they've been keeping these games close. But the big picture is we're almost there. You're almost at the finish line, that being the draft. And this is kind of where ideally we saw the Pistons ending up. You didn't want them to win too many games, at least out of the lottery. At this point in the year, just lose. You have one more game to the Nets. You finish it off, and whatever it's a loss, it probably will be. That's fine with me. The big picture to me is you have Troy Weaver selecting in the draft. So what I wanted, ideally, is you tie the worst record, which they were able to do, 20-55, and no matter where they end up, 1 through 3, if they end up worst case scenario 4 or 5, whatever it is, I'm not worried. And I had this discussion with the other Pistons guys from the Pistons community talking about Troy Weaver, and the big thing is we have Troy Weaver in the building selecting for us. That's why I don't worry. You watch March Madness, you got to see all these guys on display, the Paulo Bancheros, the Jaden Ivies, the Jabari Smiths, and even the Chet Holmgrens. And at this point, I mean, you have Cade Cunningham. You have the biggest piece of the puzzle, the guy that can work with any of those players. So I'm not concerned. I think if anything, I'm excited to really get to the draft to see if Jeremy Grant gets dealt for a lottery pick, to see what we do come the NBA draft. But as of right now, guys, anybody right now looking at this season for the Pistons, I mean, it's similar to how it was last season. I get it. And last season, a lot more competitive. This season, post All-Star break, it was kind of way, way more competitive than before the All-Star break. But it really has been a fight this season, really. Like with Cade Cunningham, he should be Rookie of the Year, by the way, but that's another discussion. You see the improvements of Sadiq Bey getting his 50 points this season. But now next year, it comes into adding another player from the lottery into this core team, seeing what they do with Jeremy Grant, and hopefully next year win more games. I mean, you can't win another 20 games next year. That just can't happen. And you're starting to see it right now with the Red Wings, people kind of calling for Jeff Blashill's job. Right now, Dwayne Casey is liked, at least by me. I like Dwayne Casey a lot. Next year is the year. I mean, it really is. It's a big year for not only Dwayne Casey, but everybody else. Because if they're not winning games, somebody's to blame. At least this year, you understand, listen, we're coming off we got the number 1 pick. Clearly, the number 1 pick, we were the worst team, or if not one of the worst teams. So this year, you're going to be right back in that position. Who they take, I could care less. I like 1 through 4. So big picture, guys, next year is the year, at least a big year. Can they make the play-in tournament? What are they going to do? I don't think they're a playoff team next year, but I think you're going to start seeing at least more wins in that win column. But other than that, I'll take it, Adam. I'll take being in the lottery. I think it's a good thing.
Look, they're tied for the worst record right now. That's insane. I mean, a few weeks ago we were having the conversation, are the Pistons winning too much? And then Jeremy Grant hurts his calf, and they're playing some close games, but, that's what you want at the end of the day, guys, right? It is a losing season. I hate to be the guy that, pounds on the table, get the best position you can, but it does hold more value.
At this point,
if you're selecting number 1 overall, you get the pick of who you want.
Right.
Nobody falls to you, right? And if the Pistons end up with a top 3 pick, they're walking away with a damn good player.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to lead me to my question for you this morning, Jeff, is the NCAA tournaments, we're now in the Final Four.
Yep.
All right, we're approaching the final games. who's the number one pick on your board. And you know what? Forget the number one pick. Give me your draft board, your Troy Weaver, your top 3 players on the board. You have a top 3 pick, right? So you're walking away with one of them. In order, who are you looking to get? 1 to 3.
1 being Chet Holmgren. I think still,
Really?
Yes, it is.
I want to give you a hug right now.
Yeah, because of the upside. I think he has the most upside out of any of these players in the draft. You guys can say what you want about Chet and his is too skinny, all this. Still has the best upside. I mean, it's clear as day. He's really the reason why they call him Unicorn. But I'll take Chet number 1. Number 2, still sticking by it, Jabari Smith. That's kind of my personal favorite. I'm not willing to put him right above Chet just because of the upside. I'm not stupid. I understand Chet has a clear higher upside. He can do so many things. But Jabari Smith is 2 for me, and then 3 would be Paulo Banchero, and I think it's close. Paulo's playing his ass off. As much as I like, Jaden Ivey, and he's going to be a fantastic player. I know people talk about it all the time. I saw some people having a discussion on Twitter of Jaden Ivey. Is that dude? Is he going to work out in the NBA? Hell yeah. He's going to be just fine. But always take the big. So Chet, Jabari, Paulo Banchero. I'll put Jaden Ivey after that. But yeah, wow. Those are my top 3, Adam.
Oh, we have the same. I'm surprised this morning. I thought you were going to go Jabari Smith 1.
Mm-hmm. Just because
maybe
of that,
Chet 2.
That
but
upside with
yeah,
Chet,
I know.
Man.
Oh, believe me,
sexy.
I'm on the Chet train, man.
Sexy.
Believe me, he's a unicorn waiting to happen. Don't talk to me about his size. He has come out very similar to KD. If anything, he is more skilled than KD coming out of college. Mm-hmm. Not that he's a better player than KD, but coming out of college, he is more polished, more skilled, more dynamic than Kevin Durant coming out of college.
Yeah, at 7 foot, yeah. I mean, he can 3.5 blocks.
Anthony Davis, in theory, considering he plays the big role but can handle the rock.
Better jump shot, too.
Come on. This guy is... You get him a good strength and conditioning coach. You get him on a good nutritional plan. That's a guy in 4 years that could be, I could argue, he could be a 26 and 14, 26 and 12 guy. Easily. Why? And I know big numbers, but my point is, I'm looking at Giannis, right? Giannis, again, totally different game.
Right.
But Giannis scores in the paint. Well, you build your body in 4 or 5 years with this kid. He'll be able to score from the paint, the perimeter, the block, the wing. Doesn't matter where, Jeff. He can score from anywhere.
Absolutely. And imagine him in a pick and roll.
He'll still be able to keep up. Oh, my God,
It'd be insane. Like, what do you do?
It is unplayable. Yeah, I'm a big Chet guy. The thing with Chet, though, is you have to be patient.
Absolutely.
Whoever drafts him, you need 2 years of some development in terms of weight, and then another 2 on top of it for muscle.
Yeah.
And for him to really grow into his body naturally. That's a 4-year commitment, in my opinion. 4-year project. I don't want to hear a damn thing about Chet for 4 years when he gets drafted. Now, can he still put up buckets? Could he be 18 and 8, averaging his first 3-4 years in the league? Yeah, he could actually. But when we're talking about you're picked in the top 3, you have superstar expectations, I think he reaches that year 5, year 6, once he's comfortable in his body, once his game has evolved. Yeah. But he can do everything. Now it's about polishing it up. And then where does he go? You put him with Kate Cunningham, dude.
Imagine that pick and roll. You have 2 guys that can shoot, that can pass. Like, it doesn't matter. Chet Holmgren, pick and roll, pick and pop. He can make decisions out of those situations. I mean, guys, it really is. It's tough. I get the weight is a concern, but the upside, he's got the highest upside. Now, Jabari Smith, to me, has the highest floor. If it doesn't work out, Jabari Smith's going to be the most, he's going to be just fine. But again, I'm not going to sit here and say Jabari has a higher ceiling than Chet Holmgren. It's ridiculous. He can do so much at him. He can pass. He can handle the ball. I mean, that's a guy who can technically... I mean, if he wanted to, the man could run a pick and roll, like if he really wanted to. But he's 7 foot, and he brings 2 things to the Pistons we need absolutely the most: shooting and shot blocking. He brings them immediately. So, Adam, that's why he's number 1 on my board. I think we happily agree there.
Am I off by saying he's more skilled coming out of college and more complete than KD? KD was not the passer he is now.
I would agree with you there. Not as great as obviously a perimeter scorer, but yeah, as a complete player, you're right.
I could argue KD was the better scorer.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
He had the better, more complete shot, even though Chet is pretty efficient right now. Chet has better handles coming out of college, and he's a goddamn center.
That's ridiculous.
But there's so much upside. Good morning. Micro Mike, guys, if you haven't already, go to Micro Mike's YouTube channel, subscribe, be a good sport. Mike, you missed a great intro, dude. We were talking about hippos. You missed it.
Discovery Channel.
Literally. We had a whole Discovery Channel session here on the Morning Woodward Show. I hope you guys were educated. We need to take a quick break. But when we get back, you know, a lot of things happened over the weekend. A lot of things happened Friday after the show. One of them being the Lions deciding to sign a former first-round pick of theirs.
Oh, yay!
And it's coming off the day that we talked about that specific player, along with, I'm sure you all remember, Ass Tabor, our good friend. So we're going to get to who the Lions signed on Friday, what it means moving forward after the break. But before we do, Maddie, what do we got?
Yes, could you please tell us about Gypsy Vodka?
Guys, Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest and best tasting vodka on the market. Now, I will have to say, though, I'm not sure how you drink your vodka, whether you mix it with some cranberry or you like it straight like I do.
Ooh.
But regardless of the point, I definitely encourage you to try it. Again, it's Michigan's vodka, gluten-free, the smoothest, the best tasting, and more importantly, it's locally owned and operated. And guys, supporting local is one of the biggest things and one of the biggest attractions about Michigan. I love the local feel, and I love the local support that so many small businesses get. Please share and give some love and attention to Gypsy Vodka. And as always, please drink responsibly.
Hi, I'm Kay Cunningham. Working with Hall Financial to purchase my first home was easier than I could have ever imagined. They treated me like family from start to finish. Find out for yourself at callhallfirst.com.
Detroit, you've been waiting. You've been asking, and now he's back. Starting Monday, April 4th, Terry Foster joins the Morning Woodward Show every day, bringing you Detroit sports like only he can. The Morning Woodward Show with Terry Foster and Adham starts April 4th, live on the Woodward Sports Network.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Sorry, memes coming along.
Is Max Smith in the chat? I need to find out.
He is.
Is he?
Yes.
Max is a legend.
Max, I love you.
What did he do?
Max just sent me a beautiful link.
He makes me laugh constantly.
If you want to zoom in, Alex. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. You can kill me after the show. Can we zoom in? Guys, look at this. Look at this beautiful. Look at this.
Look at that hippo in the water.
Guys, do you understand what you're looking at right now? All of you. Pay attention. Max knows what's up.
I'm dead.
Hippos. Hippos.
Anyways.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, I'm done.
That is legendary.
Jarrad Davis. Do you guys remember?
Oh yeah.
Linebacker, first round pick.
First round pick.
Taken 9 picks before TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jarrad Davis. The Lions signed the free agent linebacker to a 1-year deal. No problem with it, actually. But Jeff, what does it mean for the Lions linebacking core? What does it mean for their draft strategy? And more importantly, is this guy going to work? And do you even expect him to work? And what are your expectations with him?
I don't expect much. I think at this point, Jarrad Davis went to the Jets last year. He was injured most of the year. He did play. Didn't produce a whole lot, obviously, hence why he's with the Lions now. But there was a market for him. Let's not get it mixed up. There was a market for him. Now, what are my expectations? Not much. I mean, he's a depth player who has a chance now with a team that has not a lot of depth at linebacker to ascend and make a name for himself at least once again. We knew when Jarrad Davis was here, he couldn't cover fish in the open field. He couldn't, but he could at least rush the passer. So he brings some of that toughness, some of that just hard-nosed, at least tackling ability to the Lions, and that's something Dan Campbell echoed when he talked about Jarrad Davis, just his strength, at least in the open field, and he talked about Jarrad Davis is going to hit you smack right in the middle of the mouth and all this stuff, and I get that, and Jarrad is going to be a nice depth piece to this linebacker core, but I mean, guys, come on. There's a reason why he went to the Jets and now he's back with the Lions. They're probably on a vet or whatever. I haven't seen the exact numbers of the deal, but I'm sure it's pretty cheap.
It's a 1-year deal.
Yeah,
it's not much money. It's about $5 million, $6 million.
I'm good. I'm good with it.
Prove a deal is the right way to play it. This isn't an elite linebacker. This is an elite player where, oh my God, I should be jumping out of my seat right now.
Right.
Look, he's an okay player who struggles to stay healthy. Ever since he got injured,
it's a problem.
He's never been the same. In his 5 NFL seasons, he's only played one of them fully. Coming off an injury last year with the Jets. This is not a prized commodity in the free agent market right now. That's fine. Prove it deal. However you want to classify it as. I don't care. It's fine. It's another depth signing. It's another, well, if he doesn't make it to camp, no, it's non-committal. We're not worried about it. And if he does, great. We have more depth at our linebacker position, which is a position of need.
He'll help them rush the passer.
Which really at 9 o'clock we'll get to with the mock draft Mondays. But it is a position of need.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that I believe is more suited strictly and solely as a downfield linebacker. What do I mean by that? I mean he should be attacking the quarterback, the running back, whatever it is at all times. He's not a guy you want to drop back into coverage.
Right.
And if he is, well, good luck.
You'll be sadly mistaken.
And look, he's not the worst linebacker in terms of pass coverage, all right? Let's not be dramatic here. But he's not even proficient. He's average, below average. And again, it's a good signing if you look at it from the perspective of the team needs a linebacker. Cool. He's young, fresh legs. Can he stay healthy? And if he stays healthy, who knows? It could work out. And if it doesn't work out, you didn't commit much. And if it does work out, well, he's going to hit the free agent market next year. And then you can either choose to resign him or let him go. And you got production out of a linebacker. I have no problem with this type of deal. I really could care less. And, you know, a lot of it, Jeff, is being made of, well, he's returning to Detroit.
I know.
Detroit is different now. Is it?
It's the same player.
They're coming off a 3-win season, you jackasses. Maybe you don't remember correctly. What the hell is this? Why are there bugs in here?
We're talking about all these...
The hippos are here.
I was going to say, now we got all these bugs coming in.
Jesus Christ. They're close. I can feel it. Anyways. What the hell was I saying? God damn it. Goddamn flies.
But if we're talking about this linebacker core, Adam, they brought back Alex Anzalone. They lost Germ, all right, and at least they bring back. They signed Chris Board. They got depth, and Jarrad Davis is another piece of that. So I got no problem with it. Depth piece. Nothing more. Expectations shouldn't be any more. If he comes out and gets you a couple sacks this season, I'll take it. For a one-year deal, wherever he goes next, whether they re-sign him, I could give a rat's ass. But I think Jarrad Davis at least it addresses a need the Lions, right now they needed depth there. They needed depth at the linebacker position, and he helps fix that. So if we're looking at it just from that standpoint, I'm good with it, Adam. But if people actually sit here and say, Jarrad Davis is back,
yeah,
he's going to come back and revive his career.
It doesn't do anything for me.
No, it doesn't.
If he does, great. Good for him. Again, you got him on a one-year deal. There's no commitment. It's not a long-term deal. That's fine. And if he plays well, you can make a decision if you want to re-sign him or not.
The only point I'm willing to accept is it's different, I guess, getting coached by Paul Pasqualoni than it is Aaron Glenn. I'll give you that point. But it is still the same player. So don't have too high of expectations.
I made this joke a long time ago. You guys have to understand, you as a player, you typically resemble your head coach. And what I mean by that is, if I play for the New England Patriots, don't you guys think I'm going to be a little quiet? I'm not going to give out much information to the media. I'm going to be to myself, hardworking, etc. Isn't that the kind of expectation in New England? Well, what if I play for, let's say, a Pete Carroll, right? Very boisterous, right? I can have a personality, etc., whatever it may be.
Right.
When you play for Matt Patricia, what do you expect? You're going to be overweight, you're going to look like a slob, and you're going to play like a slob. And that's what the team did for 3 years with him. They sucked. It's not his fault. He goes to any other team, who knows how his career plays out. But he's injured, and he's been injured. But it's not a, oh my goodness, signing where I need to throw a party down Woodward on, guys. This is a one-year deal for a linebacker. You are hoping, best case scenario, he gets you 60 to 70 tackles this year. And he plays 13 to 17 games.
That's all.
And if you play 17 games, that's amazing. If he doesn't, oh well. Who cares? It was a one-year contract. Not the end of the world. This isn't a team contending for the North and a team contending for the NFC. They're not there yet. Jesus Christ. Alex, you have a video, right? Now, is this video... So, guys, obviously, if you missed the intro to the morning show, we talked about fight night that happened on Saturday. We were fighting for our lives I'm lucky to be alive today. I really am. I'm a very humble man this morning. But Alex, thumbs up if it's a video of the hippos. Thumbs down if it's a video of our hippos. All right. So, guys, introducing what went down Saturday night after the hippos left and we were able to have a good time with Spencer and Easy from the Woodward Heavyweights podcast. Check them out.
Just see Easy, man. He's eye contact with the camera, too.
Did you see the video Stick posted on Instagram?
I did. So, guys, that was a little glimpse into the night on Woodward.
Shout out to the heavyweights.
Saturday night.
Shout out to the heavyweights.
We
man.
danced so much. It was great.
I would have been there
Great
breaking
time.
it down.
Great time. The only problem was that we were attacked. Guys, listen, like, you should be, like, I should be awarded a hero medal. Honestly. Like, you know how hard it is to talk about traumatic experiences?
You get a Purple Heart.
Like, you know how hard it is? Like, my heart was racing the entire time. I was fighting for my life. I barely made it out of the club alive. I barely made it out alive. All the oxygen and the food in the room was being sucked in one direction. I'm surprised they didn't eat me. Thank God. Thank God. I'm alive. Knock on wood.
You live to tell the tale.
Oh my God. I didn't know if I was going to make it that night. And I have witnesses. This isn't just like, there's Easy, Spencer. Easy, I know you're in the chat. Tell them how we were attacked. An unprovoked attack. We were lied to on Saturday night. We were lied to, deceived, and then disgustingly attacked. And we only ordered 2 pizzas. Isn't that sad? If I knew the hippos were coming, I would have ordered like 15.
Could have used them as bait. I mean, you never know.
Oh God. What time is it? 8:37? All right, cool. We have a few minutes. Oh God.
I can't get over this. Just seeing that video, it makes me understand how much I missed out on there. I would have been the backup.
1 second. Give me 1 second.
I would have been the
guys.
backup. What are you looking for?
I need evidence. 1 second.
He's gathering more evidence.
Do you have anything?
Easy says we got real life catfished.
That was not catfish. We were hippopotamus-ish, whatever the hell you want to call it. We were catfished by hippos.
Oh my God.
Guys, like, again, it's, you know, if you ever take what do they call it in expedition, in the safari or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
In Africa.
Yeah.
So imagine you're on one.
Yeah.
And you're just going, minding your own business, driving down the road, and then a stampede of rhinoceroses or hippos, they just start charging at your car. What do?
Get the hell out of there.
You get the hell out. You run. And if they knock over your car, you run, and you run for your life. We were in a life and death situation on Saturday. And I don't think you guys understand the severity of it. Maddie was too drunk to even remember.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Yeah, you're involved.
Wait, what? Easy said, I'm trying to be nice, but their ringleader went to your school, Jeff?
No way.
I may know this person.
Are you serious? Easy, name drop.
Was she born in
name
the year
drop,
2000?
Easy, I need a name drop.
Oh, thank you.
Cuss that out,
Thank
Fish. My
you.
bad.
Easy, you put the damn name in the chat. I want to know right now.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I can't even talk about sports this morning. That's how
My
traumatized
Yeah,
I
no
am.
sports.
I may be
Uh-oh.
hold up. Easy, you need to text me a name.
No. It's going to
Drop her
happen in the chat.
Oh,
I want to
no.
know the name. Natalie.
That's the
Natalie
name?
what?
Okay, there's so many Natalies.
That does not help,
You
Easy.
got a last name.
God damn it.
If you guys would have got
now you're going to make me do work.
This is asking for a lot, but if somebody could have got a pick with her, I mean, that's a lot to ask, but oh
Yes,
my.
Lance.
Give me a second. Give me
Yes.
a second.
I can't believe this.
Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to find it. Don't
So
worry.
USA Soccer played last night, and they got a win somehow.
Let's
I mean,
see.
not
Natalie,
somehow.
Natalie.
They actually played pretty well against Panama.
I can't find Natalie anywhere.
Oh no, I'm like thinking of all the Natalies. It's like going through my
Very
head
skinny,
right now.
very skinny.
Very
Were there a lot of
skinny.
skinny Natalies back in your day? How can I find her? I can't find her. God damn it, Easy. Give me the last name.
Oh no, this is a pickle. This is a pickle.
It's
boys.
not a pickle if the guy would just share the goddamn information. Easy. You're making
You
my
may not
life
even
very
know her
difficult this
last
morning.
name. Sometimes
Huh?
you don't get people's last names.
What do you mean? Didn't she like message us on Instagram?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. I hate you, Easy.
Wow.
If I don't get a name, I'm
okay.
gonna be very upset with you.
You hate a lot of people.
Yeah, that's very true.
So.
All right, I'm waiting for Justin to send me a picture or video
If they do, yes.
of the hippos.
Yes. I gotta
I'm
know
just
who
waiting
this
for the
is.
video. But anyways, oh, I'm excited. 9 o'clock mock draft Mondays. There's no better time than mock draft Mondays. I love
absolutely.
it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see Jeff's mock draft. Easy, well, go find out, dude. Go find out.
Easy. We need some detective work.
Look, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, you know, guys, I'm sure you're all very aware that I threaten a lot of people, and one day I'm probably gonna be in jail.
That sucks.
Having said that, John Dorsey took a trip this past weekend. I don't know if you guys are aware.
Oh wait.
He was in a special somewhere, somewhere with a special someone who I would do many things to. So we'll get to that after the break. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Scared the hell out.
Jack, Adam needs therapy. Yeah, I do. I'm fully aware that I have a problem, and at least I admit it.
Are you fully aware?
I am fully aware.
Okay.
Yep, I do have a problem.
Okay.
You don't say the stuff I do and not be normal.
Fair enough.
Normal is boring.
Yeah, very true. Well, anyways, let's take a quick break. When we get back, John Dorsey spotted in Cleveland. Guys, you know where this is going. I can't believe this is a conversation. On a Monday, I'm just going to take a deep breath and try not to kill myself. Maddie, what do we got?
Yes, before you do whatever you gotta do, can you tell us about my bookie?
Yeah, guys, my bookie. If you lost your bet over the weekend, it's all good. There's no better place to be placing your bets than on my bookie. The Final Four coming up soon. Do you have Coach K taking it all the way? Who knows? If you're rooting for Coach K like I am, well, join the club. My bookie, guys. Bet from anywhere, anytime using my bookie. Sign up today using code Woodward, of course. And as always, if you do have a gambling problem, please call the Gambling Problem Hotline at 1-800-270-7117.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Baseball, beer, babes, more beer. Opening day live from Brass Rail and Music Hall Amphitheater with Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. I'm going to just try to get this out without throwing up. I don't even know where to start.
Just get it out.
Do we now think Baker Mayfield is coming to Detroit?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't think you're throwing up after that, considering how drunk you were and you didn't throw up over the weekend.
Wow.
Hey, we're not talking about my alcoholism, okay?
Listen, the first step in getting better is admitting you have a problem, just like me.
I know
I say some things that probably offend a lot of people.
I don't
Sorry,
have a
I just don't
problem.
care. You don't like being called fat? Go to the gym. Eat a salad. What do you want me to do? I can't help you. Anyways.
I will not eat rabbit food, so thanks for coming, but...
All right. Well, Baker Mayfield to
Rabbit
Cleveland, to
food?
Detroit. Guys, why is this a thing? That's my question this morning. Why? What has Detroit done to deserve this, huh? Look, I know 58 years, no success, no Super Bowls. I get it. All right? I know the same old story. All right? I get it. I swear I do.
What if he's actually good? He's been on one team, the Browns. He did good in college. That's actually a thing. Players, it's called change of scenery. I talked about this several times. That change of scenery is a real thing. You see it in every sport. Hockey,
You know where Baker
Evander
Mayfield should
Kane.
go? He should go to the fucking zoo. He should be displayed in the Detroit Zoo.
Evander Kane was unhappy on the Sharks. He did great on the Oilers now. Change of scenery helps, man. Sorry to break it to you, but
Not
it
for
does
Baker
wonders.
Mayfield.
Okay.
It works for normal people. He is not normal. No. But back to my question. What has the city of Detroit, the people of Detroit, what have they done? Huh? What have they done to have these conversations be in the news, huh? Why? What have all of you done at home, huh? Nothing. They've suffered enough in this town, all right? They have suffered enough with this football team. Why are we trying to make it worse? Why? Why do we have to sit here and talk about Baker Mayfield possibly going to the Detroit Lions? Why? This is a franchise that has wasted God-given talent of a Barry Sanders, a Matthew Stafford, a Calvin Johnson. This is a franchise that has gone 58 years with only one playoff win. And you want to give us... Do I have to include 0-16? Do I have to include that? This would be worse than 0-16. I would rather have another 58 years of not winning a playoff game than Baker Mayfield start a game for the Detroit Lions at quarterback. This is absolutely unacceptable. The people of Detroit do not deserve this. Somebody's got to take a stand. I'm putting my flag in the ground. I swear to God, I will do things that aren't a lot. I shouldn't say publicly. If Baker Mayfield was ever traded for or signed, why? That would be the biggest fuck you smack by this organization to the fan base ever. This is worse than 0-16. This is worse than 0-16. You're gonna pay him what, $18 million and trade him for what? To back up for 1 year? Okay, then what? Baker Mayfield is not a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. You know why? He doesn't have leadership qualities. He's selfish. And you know what kind of quarterbacks that are selfish and don't have leadership qualities that are quote-unquote successful in the NFL? There aren't many, but Aaron Rodgers is one to name a few, who is arguably the most gifted quarterback of all time in terms of skill set. Baker Mayfield is nothing close to Aaron Rodgers. He is not worth the headache. And when I think of the quarterback I want leading my football team, I want a guy that reflects my organization, that reflects my football team, and that is not Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is the epitome of scum and subtle douchery, if that's how you say it. I don't know. This is the ultimate scumbag human being who, with the best running game in the NFL, with the best offensive line in the NFL, with Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry and one of the better defenses in the NFL, couldn't get a damn thing done. Couldn't even win the division. It took the Steelers choking 5 of the last 6 games of the year for them to walk into a situation where they won a playoff game. Congratulations. Then what? You followed it up with, oh, nothing. Oh, he's hurt. He's always hurt. He's been hurt. And he's never thrown for over 4,000 yards in the most pass-friendly league of all time. And don't talk to me about his weapons. He's had them. You don't believe me? Look at OBJ with Matthew Stafford and look at him with Baker Mayfield. There's a big difference. There are limitations with Baker Mayfield. Can he be a bridge quarterback for you? Sure. You already have Jared Goff, Detroit. You don't need Baker Mayfield. Get this Baker Mayfield nonsense the hell out of Detroit, please. Not interested. Would rather die. I would rather have a conversation with one of those hippopotamuses from Saturday than have Baker Mayfield as a starting quarterback. This is unacceptable. Jeff?
You know what answered this question so quickly for me when I first saw it, and even before this report, just in general about Baker Mayfield? The Lions right now hope to have a roster of what the Cleveland Browns had, or at least have right now. That is a fact. That is what we're building here in Detroit. Now, Baker had it, and what did he do with it? He won a playoff game. Okay, what did he do since then? Absolute nothing. And that's the problem I have with Baker Mayfield. You saw the ceiling already. With Jared Goff, similarly, you saw the ceiling in LA. But the difference is, Jared Goff doesn't bring me any BS. He doesn't. Baker brings all the off-the-field stuff. Within this year alone, you saw it with Odell Beckham, his dad, coming out, with that video of all the times Baker didn't give him the football. And like to Adam's point, when Odell went to LA, was a completely different player. But besides that, the offensive line he had, the run game, the receivers, damn, he had Austin Hooper, who the year prior had a career year, and then in Cleveland, never lived up to expectations. So Baker Mayfield, I already had that question answered a long time ago. Considering the roster the Cleveland Browns have right now, okay, eventually that is where we want to get to. Defensively, offensively, with their offensive line. They're built through their offensive line. They have a dominant run game. That is where everybody's team, ideally, you want to get to. They got there, and Baker Mayfield didn't do jack with it. He won a playoff game. Congratulations. They have expectations, real expectations now, and he hasn't met them. So I'll pass completely on him. And then you have to pay him in a year. So hell to the no. And I'm glad John Dorsey, I saw the report, him in Cleveland. Take it with a grain of salt. Do I really think Brad Holmes would at least mortgage other assets to at least get him Baker Mayfield when you already have a Baker Mayfield, but way better in terms of character, and Jared Goff? I'm good. And you're already paying Jared Goff? I'm good. I'll stick with Jared Goff.
I don't
Baker
understand the move at all.
No.
Guys, Baker Mayfield, again, I'm going to ask all of you a simple yes or no question, and I expect all of you in the chat to answer. I will kick whoever doesn't answer. Is Baker Mayfield a franchise quarterback? Yes or no?
No.
Maddie?
No.
Fish?
No.
Alex? No. All right, Alex said no for anyone who couldn't hear him. He's not a franchise quarterback. Okay, fine. Is he a bridge quarterback for a team that's looking for their franchise quarterback?
Could be.
I would say could be / yes.
Yeah.
Fair? Fish? Are we on board with this?
If he has to do something, then yeah.
Are we on board with that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now I can get to my final point. You have a bridge quarterback, Detroit. His name is Jared Goff.
Yeah.
And may I add that Jared Goff and Baker are very similar in terms of how they're able to win. Why was Jared Goff so successful in LA? He had a run game. He had an offensive line. He had a dynamic offensive-minded head coach. Similar to Kevin Stefanski, right? He has a ceiling. Baker Mayfield has no business being a starting quarterback for any franchise in the NFL unless they are just absolutely desperate and have nothing.
Yeah. Like Seattle. At least right now.
And again, what is the most important attribute of a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Character, I think.
Thank you.
Leadership, yeah.
Character and leadership ability. Mm-hmm. If you cannot demonstrate that, I do not want you on my football team. Because you need to understand, as the starting quarterback of a franchise, I am responsible for the other 10 men on the field with me. I am responsible for the 53 guys on the sideline. I am responsible mostly for the success of my football team because I am making those decisions that dictate whether or not a receiver gets the ball or not, whether we change the pass blocking scheme, whether we change the play at the line of scrimmage. Baker Mayfield is not that. He's not an exceptional, well thought out. He has no brain. Come on. He's limited.
He is.
And why would you want a limited quarterback, Detroit?
And think of it like a business. You're running a business and you need a CEO. Your quarterback position is your CEO. Baker's not that. He doesn't fit it, character-wise, and a lot of other things in terms of skill on the football field. That's all bad. But let's just stick with character. At least Jared Goff, you can critique him however you want. Character speaks for itself in terms of what he does off the field. I'm sure Baker does things off the field, but he's in more commercials than he is, at least this year, in winning anything. So that's the problem I have. I'll take a guy who isn't involved in all this drama, but at least brings you what Baker does, and better than Baker, I can argue.
Let me put it in a whole different way, okay? Maybe you guys aren't understanding enough this morning. Would you prefer to have Baker Mayfield as your starting quarterback for the next 3 years?
Yep.
Or have the Lions use the number 2 overall pick on a punter? I'll take the fucking punter.
Yeah, at least the punter.
Yes.
Coming in.
I'll take the punter over Baker Mayfield at number 2. Hell, trade the number 2 pick away for a 7th round pick. I don't care. Just please God no to Baker Mayfield. And have I made myself clear this morning?
No.
No? Not enough?
Not enough.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What is the point of Baker Mayfield? It makes no sense for Detroit. I don't understand this national obsession where he's, quote-unquote, the perfect fit. How? Why? Detroit is still fixing their salary cap books. You want us to take on $18 million this year? Why? Why? Tell me why. Unbelievable. I swear, one of these days, I'm going to, I don't know. Someone's getting punched in the face walking down the street randomly. Probably Mike Florio. He caused this. I'm going to ask the question one more time.
His toughness, Adam.
And Jeff, you weren't here for it, so I want you to answer this question.
What's up?
What has the city of Detroit done to deserve a story like this? Or a rumor like this? What?
I don't know.
They have suffered for 58 years under this ownership. What have they done? They've suffered enough.
Mike Florio likes to say he's got the toughness. He's got the grit. Didn't know you needed grit and toughness to win football games. I didn't know that. Matthew Stafford had that, but he was skilled. I mean, that's the biggest part of the piece, guys. I mean, Baker Mayfield, I'll pass. Hard pass, but hey, I'll watch him from afar struggle. That's fine with me. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Probably Seattle. Maybe he's a backup in Cleveland. I mean, who knows?
Oh, God.
Who knows?
I'm going to vomit. I'm going to vomit or I'm going to jump off the Ambassador Bridge. Like, okay, what are we doing this morning?
Easy says, people say he's the perfect fit because we suck, and so does Baker.
The Lions don't suck right now. They don't. I'm going to defend the Lions. I can't believe I'm doing this. The Lions are in their second year of a rebuild. And if you want to make the joke, they've been rebuilding since 58 or 60, whatever it was, 66. 63, I don't even know. I think it's 63. Anyways.
It's been a while.
Fine. Have at it. Have at it with your jokes. They're building a football team. You don't need a cancerous douchebag in that locker room. That's the last thing you need. I don't get it at all. I really don't. Maddie, top of the hour pretty soon. Mock Draft Monday. I can't wait. Should we have Jeff go first today? Or should I go first?
So.
I'll go first.
I think Jeff should go first because I have a surprise for all of you and Jeff with what I did. But before we do, Maddie, what do we got?
We need to hear about our friends at Planet Fitness.
All right, guys. Planet Fitness, look.
It's super important.
This is a judgment-free studio. Unless you watch the opening 15 minutes of the show.
If you disregard that, Adam doesn't judge.
And it's a judgment-free zone at Planet Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, you can start for $0 down, $10 a month if you haven't already. Check out Planet Fitness. They say it's as clear as day. Your fitness is essential. I can't stress that enough. Don't be like the hippopotamuses we met on Saturday. Take care of your mental and physical health. Get to the gym. Diet correctly. Feel good about yourself. And you can do that all at Planet Fitness, guys. We'll see you right after the break.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
At Wingsnob, staying humble's not our forte. We just have better wings. We're back at it again with our crispy golden brown fries and our famous boneless wings. Juicy, tender, hormone-free chicken. Your favorite signature sauces with no bone. Just when you thought Wingsnob couldn't get any better. Order online at wingsnob.com today. Wingsnob. We just have better wings.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
I don't know if any of you guys saw my post on Instagram this weekend, but I made it to Chili Peppers Tanning had a great experience, the one in Rochester Hills, but they've got 26 locations and more to come. Chili Peppers Tanning, that's where you find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless sanitized rooms and trained certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals. They'll be all the competitors by $5. Don't forget, of course, to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty lotions. Chili Peppers Tanning, it's where you find the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. All right, well, you know what time it is. It is Mock Draft Monday. Jeff, you are up first.
Okay, so
show us what you got.
Before we start, I have to say trigger warning. All right, I went a different route this week. I wanted to make it interesting, and I did a scenario. All right, now you can put my mock draft up on the board. Number 2 overall, the Lions get the kahunas. Take Malik Willis, number 2 overall. And this is the scenario I went if they did just that. I didn't do any trades. I stuck with it. And I found I took Malik Willis, number 2 overall. Gave me a D+ for it on PFF. So gotta love the grading. But listen, I took Malik. And guys, listen, this is not me advocating for Malik Willis. I am edge rusher or bust, but I wanted to do a scenario. What if they did take Malik Willis? So they took him number 2 overall. I was still able to address safety at 32 with that 5th-year option. And who was there at 34, guys? Boye Mafe, who obviously still found value in the second round, early second round. So I was able to address, so far, quarterback, safety, and edge rusher. And at 66, I knew I wanted to go receiver. There was Brian Asamoah there, but I took David Bell. And there was also John Mechie, but this is my personal favorite. I like David Bell, so I took him 66. Now, this is interesting. I went back-to-back linebacker. 97, Micah McFadden, outside linebacker. You can use him inside, outside. He had 6.5 sacks this year for Indiana. Athletic guy, crazy, can rush the passer. That'll help you in that area. Now, the dynamic, I went Nephi Sewell, someone who's better in pass coverage, a big part of that Utah defense. Everyone talks about Devin Lloyd. No one talks about Nephi Sewell. Took back-to-back linebackers, more depth. I mean, listen, I know we already have linebackers. I get all that, but F it. We're going more linebackers. You need depth. So, Nephi Sewell, 5th round. I wanted to address the tight end position. My best tight end available was Derek Deasy Jr. out of San Jose State. Settled with him. 6'4" tight end. He did pretty well this season, and you need a depth at that position at least. So was able to take him. I wanted to address the O-line. I've been doing that consistently in every draft I've done. Tyrese Robinson, I know it says tackle, but he's also a guard. He can play inside and outside, so it'll give the Lions another piece there on the offensive line. And in the 7th round, Kalen Barnes. I mean, just took a corner. Again, like 7th round pick. Doesn't matter if it works out or not. But I got someone who, incredibly fast, as everyone knows. But not only that, at least a corner that's going to come in the league and just be a depth piece. So no problem with it. Guys, give me your trigger, at least on a scale of 1 to 10. How are you guys triggered? What do you feel about it? Let me see the chat.
Yeah,
I haven't even looked at it yet.
10. I hate this. This gets a fucking fuck minus.
Listen, and listen, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I want it to happen yet. I like Malik Willis, but do I want him at 2? Probably not. But again, I did it right here. Drafting Malik at 2, they were still able to find some value. Now, you don't get one of the premier edge rushers, but Boye Mafe, at least you get him. You get some linebackers. Now, can they use another edge? You could argue that. I wouldn't have a problem if they took another edge in this draft instead of one of the linebackers. But again, this is my mock draft. This is what I went with. And Malik Willis at number 2, Adam. Give me your immediate reaction right now. I know you're sitting over there disappointed like a father who just found out his son is like doing crack. But look at him. Look how disappointed he is.
So Adam's father? What?
He looks like a father who's just disappointed. Look at him. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm very disappointed.
I love it.
Sorry, bro. You get an F.
I get an F for number 2?
Malik Willis, I don't mind at 2.
Okay.
All right. I'm not hating on you for the Malik Willis part.
Who don't you like?
Oh, dear God.
He's like cracking his knuckles. Where do I start?
All right. Number 32 overall, you take Lewis Sign. I can't hate you for that. But in terms of contractual value, I would have taken Boye Mafe at 32 instead of 34. But we'll move past that.
Yeah.
32 and 34, the players are fine. Good choices. I don't mind it. You fucked up on every single one after.
Tell me why.
David Bell at 66, I think is...
There
are better receivers on the board.
Well, the receivers available were Jalen Tolbert out of South Alabama and John Mechie. So, and I don't want John Mechie for a year gone. I feel I like David Bell over Tolbert, but again, that's all preference. I mean, there wasn't a Christian Watson; he wasn't there.
I'm not a fan of David Bell. I know you mind him, so I'm not going to kill you for that. But it's after. This is when it gets really bad. Back-to-back linebackers, won't accept it.
I'll accept it.
Micah McFadden is projected to be a 5th, 6th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
You took him way too early. Nefe Sewell, back-to-back again linebackers. It is a need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. You stumped me this morning. I was not expecting this.
I really don't think it's that bad. Like I know it's surprising.
Okay, maybe it's not an F. All right. Maybe I was just mad.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna take anger and emotions out of this.
If you want to say
the first 3 picks are fine.
Yeah.
The order I didn't like because of the contract situation with the edge, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
David Bell is meh for me personally.
Okay.
97. Killing me here, Jeff.
I really went. In my opinion, it was at the time. I was trying to go best player available, and Micah McFadden probably wasn't the best at 97, but I just wanted to take him. I wanted him at 97. That was a player I like. But again, you could have went edge rusher there. I mean, that would have been ideal too.
Yeah, like
probably
66.
Took a linebacker.
I'm considering maybe a Cameron Thomas or You know, I'm not looking at wide receiver.
And I did
if it's not at 32 or 34 because I know at 97 I can still take a project, but. Am I committed to going all in on a wide receiver? I don't believe so. So, you're killing me.
This is my thought process, at least with...
Walk me through this draft, all right? You take Malik Willis at 2, fine.
Yeah.
All right, project quarterback. You're willing to sit him.
Mm-hmm. Took Lewis C.
Isn't it more of a priority that you look for a wide receiver at 32 or 34 than at 66, considering...
I wanted safety and edge. That was the two positions.
No, I don't mind the picks. Again,
so I waited for the wide receiver.
I'm good with the picks.
And I did wait. At 66, I did one mock draft previously where I didn't take a receiver till 97. Nobody available. So I said, screw it. I got to take one earlier, but I'm not leaving. I got to take Lewis Cine or at least Jaquan Brisker. Doesn't matter. I like Jaquan as well. You could take him there, but I agree with you. I would take probably Boye Mafe at 32 because of the contractual obligations, obviously, and all that, but... the only thing I see here is maybe Micah McFadden. I reach for him. That's the only thing I'm willing to give.
Yeah, the McFadden one
I reach for Micah, but that's
for.
it. Everything else,
because
I
at
felt
97,
like
I could argue you could address. I bet you could have addressed either wide receiver. Hell, you could have taken a running back. You could have probably taken James Cook, given where he's projected on the board. But yeah, look, I think the McFadden one really threw me off. Realistically, I don't think the Lions are ready to go after their quarterback. So that is my problem with Malik Willis. Not that it's not a bad option, not that you shouldn't try to swing for a home run with the quarterback, but I still think timeline-wise, Jeff, they're a year away.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I want an edge rusher, but I just want to do a fun scenario. What if they did?
I'm assuming Aiden goes number 1 here.
Yes.
Because if he's on the board, you're taking him over Malik Willis. I think we can both agree on that.
Absolutely.
All right, very interesting, man.
It was
very
Kyle Hamilton, Kayvon, or Malik. I said F it. We'll see what happens. We'll take Malik.
Yeah, look, again, I'm not going to kill you for the quarterback pick. I'm not going to kill anyone for saying they want a quarterback. I'm of the belief they're a year away from making that decision. I don't think it's this year, again, unless they are completely sold and in love, which it doesn't seem like to me.
Right.
Let's see, in the chat. Good thing, what do we have? Yeah, this whole, the quarterback has a higher ceiling than the edge rushers. You don't know that. None of us know that. Let's be honest. The draft is a crapshoot. You can like certain players. You can project them out very well in the league, sure. But if it was that easy and that straightforward, TJ Watt doesn't go number 30 overall. The Lions don't take Eric Ebron over Aaron Donald. All right, people? Stop it. The NFL is much more complicated than that. Oh, all right. You know what? Let's take a quick break. I need a minute. I need a minute. That was interesting, Jeff. That really was. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, I'll hit up my mock draft. I did trade back.
Mm-hmm.
And again, realistically, what do you get for trading back? What's the risk? I traded back with a team that needs a quarterback that I believe are starting to fall in love with a quarterback. And that is not the Carolina Panthers, actually the Atlanta Falcons. So we'll get to my mock draft after the break, but before we go, Maddie, what do we got?
Yes, could you please tell us about the Fulling Warehouse?
Yes, I can. Well, Fulling Warehouse, guys, the place you can go with your friends, you can compete. My recommendation, don't have Baker Mayfield as your teammate. Please, Fulling requires accuracy, requires attention to detail. and you can get your friends or your work, does not matter. Come to Fulling Warehouse, home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. You can host your corporate party, team building event, or you can just come in with your family and friends. They got 2 ways to play, $10 unlimited open play, or a private lane reservation for $120 for up to 2 hours. They have over 100 different beers. They have also their $2 mystery beer machine, and also multiple full bars. You bring the food or have it delivered in. Come get your full on. Check it out at fullingwarehouse.com.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Who are the Lions taking it to? Should they move down? What move will Brad Holmes make? It's time for Monday Mock Draft on the Morning Woodward Show.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on the Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. It's Mock Draft Monday. Jeff just gave us his rundown. Adam, it's your turn.
All right. I traded back with the Atlanta Falcons. I took a first, 2 seconds, and then a future second from the Atlanta Falcons to trade back 6 slots. This is where things get interesting. Typically, I would take a Devin Lloyd in this situation, but Drake London on the board at 8. Again, 6'5". I could argue the best hands in the draft class. Tough for me to pass up on a wide receiver, considering, Jeff, I had mentioned it earlier to you, if you take a Malik Willis, or even next year you take a quarterback, or maybe even later on in the first round you decide to go for a quarterback. DJ Chark is a 1-year solution right now.
Right.
There is no long-term viable deep threat option outside of DJ Chark for 1 season. Amon-Ra St. Brown is not that option. So I took Drake London, number 8 overall. I still think wide receiver is a need for this team. Now, typically, do I take him number 8 overall, or do I take him with the first pick? No, I don't. But Drake London on the board at 8. It was between him and Devin Lloyd. Trayvon Walker was off the board. Karlaftis, I'm not taking at number 8. I'm not a fan. Thibodeau, obviously, off the board. Hutchinson, you know the deal. Hamilton, all off the board. So I go Drake London, number 8 overall. Number 32 overall, you take an edge rusher. That's kind of what I hinted at earlier with you in terms of which contract I prefer. And I prefer giving or having that 5th-year option on an edge rusher, considering how much I am eventually going to have to pay if he works out. Number 34 overall, it's not being talked about enough. This team needs a corner. They do need a corner. Granted, corners last year did outplay. Really, I would say they outplayed their own selves most of the year. But there are no certainties with Jeff Okudah. There are no certainties with some of the guys you have on this roster. And I don't see taking a corner as an issue with 34. Could have gone for a safety. But I chose not to, knowing I have a pick later on, which we'll get to in a bit. This is where I have some fun. Leo Chenal, 43, my favorite linebacker of this entire draft outside of Devin Lloyd. I prefer him over Nakobe Dean. He's the number 2 rated linebacker for me outside of Devin Lloyd. Grabbing Leo Chenal, who has the highest PFF grading ever, only behind Micah Parsons. That is a home run at 43. I'm a big fan of it. 58, I talked to you already about this earlier. I'm a fan of Cameron Thomas. Taking an edge at 58, I'm feeling good about the pick. And then we start drafting positional needs, right? You need a safety. Are you moving Jeff Okudah to safety this year? Could you slide could you slide the kid out of Baylor? You could. But Kirby Joseph, I think, is that ball-hawking safety that you're looking for to play alongside a Tracy Walker. Am I fair to say that?
Yes.
So Kirby Joseph in the 3rd round, I'm digging the pick. Then at pick 97, this has been, I would say, the most consistent pick I've had. Every single time he's there at 97, I take him. James Cook. It is never a bad thing to have fresh legs. You don't know what Jamal Williams is giving you this year. You don't know if DeAndre Swift is going to be healthy this year. anybody, given that offensive line, can be productive. Give me a rookie running back. Give me the fresh legs. I don't mind it at all. Picking 177. You get the tight end out of Wisconsin, Jake Ferguson. I don't mind that at all. Now we're getting to the part of the draft where I'm looking at positional needs, depth, whatever it may be. And then JT Woods at 181, another safety. Look, to be honest with you, Jeff, looking back on this, I would say 34, I'm not in love with. Jalen Petrie?
You said it for me. I was going to say it. Yeah. The only problem I have, and I don't like Drake London at 8, although I respect it. I probably would have taken Devin Lloyd just because of value. Like you're saying, Drake London's the best wide receiver, and he very well might be. I just have more questions with injuries. Like I'd rather take Devin Lloyd just because at least you get a first short product at 8. But 3 safeties though. Like Jalen Petrie, I know he's listed as a cornerback, but didn't he play safety as well? In college too, so you really have 3 safeties there in your draft: JT Woods, Kirby, and Jalen Preachy. But yeah, you can play corner, I'm sure. That's really the only problem I have too, is just maybe the abundance of safeties and secondary players and the wide receiver at 8. But other than that, I like it. I think you got great value especially for your linebacker. You found Leo Chenal, so really Devin Lloyd, you were able to address it. So probably isn't as big as an issue as other things, but maybe just Drake London at 8. That's probably the one thing I have.
I don't think that's absurd. A wide receiver at number 8 overall. I mean, that's not horrible.
Too. The 3 safeties I got a problem with though. I mean, come on, that's a little too much. But I get where you were going with it though. I mean,
yeah, but me trading back again. You guys have to understand. I'm getting 2 second-round picks and a future second next year.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I'm getting 3 second-rounders along with trading back to the number 8 spot. Yeah, could have taken Devin Lloyd at number 8. Drake London's on the board.
Yeah.
Drake London's on the board. That's a tough pass. It would have been Trayvon Walker if he was available.
Yeah.
That's the reality of the situation. But again, Detroit, you still need a dynamic wide receiver. Your wide receiving core on offense is your weakness. DJ Chark is nice. That is not a long-term viable solution yet. You don't know. Drake London, number 8 overall. That's not, oh my God, I'm losing my shit this morning. I don't mind the Drake London pick. I actually think it's fair value, considering this team needs a player like him. And again, he's going to be available at number 8, and you're telling me the edge rushers that I'm in love with aren't available? You're damn right I am. Now, again, Devin Lloyd, to be fair, is my man crush.
Right.
But
as he should be.
But
you're able to find
I didn't
Leo
trade
Chenal.
back to 8 to grab a linebacker. I traded back to 8 to get an edge rusher or Drake London. The edge rushers I wanted weren't available. I took Drake London. 32, you take the edge rusher. Hell, I wouldn't have minded if you guys want to take a swing on a Matt Corral, a Sam Howell, whoever you like. I don't care at 32 if you want a quarterback.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when we do these mock drafts, it's very interesting. All these boards play out so differently, and I think next week I probably won't trade. Let's see how that board works out. But the closer we get and the rumors start heating up, are the Lions trying to move up to number 1 to get Aiden Hutchinson? I don't know how much I believe that. And if Aiden Hutchinson does go number 1, what does that mean for the Lions? Are they going to be able to trade back? And when we talk about them trading back, who are they going to trade back with? Carolina's not going to move up. I don't believe Carolina will move up. They don't have any capital this year outside of their first-round pick.
Not the trade partner.
So then what?
Atlanta.
Atlanta's next at number 8. Consider it. Don't mind it. Not ideal, but they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And the team after them at 9 need a quarterback. So if all this is smoke and mirrors, and it's all from Malik Willis, I don't think you guys are following what I'm seeing. What I see is Carolina falling in love with Kenny Pickett. What I see is Atlanta, Seattle, and a ton of teams looking at Matt Corral, falling in love with Matt Corral. I don't see teams putting out the memo that Malik Willis is a second coming. I don't see it. So, when we look at these mock drafts, I really have to consider what value am I getting with my draft pick. And at number 2 overall, Aiden Hutchinson goes number 1. So what do? Do I take an edge rusher in Kayvon Thibodeau or a Trayvon Walker? Or do I stack up some picks? And then maybe I trade those picks later on as well. But if I'm just selecting, you have a ton of room to work with. And out of the 7, 8, 9, 10 players you draft, you only need 3 or 4 of them to hit. And if 3 or 4 of them hit, you're in a good situation this year. So my question to you, Jeff, is Drake London's on the board at 8. Okay? Devin Lloyd's on the board at 8. There are no edge rushers outside of Karlaftis.
I'm taking Devin Lloyd.
You taking Devin Lloyd still, huh?
Just because I have more confidence.
I'm a big fan,
if you're
too.
paying him, what is the salary for somebody at
Yeah, but
top
wide
8
receiver has never been more important than it is now.
But if I had to bank on a player working out, I'll take Devin Lloyd.
I'd bank on the wide receiver, actually.
Okay.
Because
You can do
the
that.
rules are fairly in their favor,
Not
actually.
saying what favors. I'm saying the individual. Drake London or Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I think...
That's fine. You could bet on Drake London. I'm betting on Devin Lloyd. And that's my...
I'm definitely going to bet on Drake London. 6'5",
okay.
big body receiver, smooth hands. I'm going to take Drake London in terms of who I'd bank on working out, given the NFL is a passing league, right?
Absolutely.
He should be... Like, guys, we laughed and mocked at the Jalen Waddle draft pick, Devontae Smith, all the receivers. Look at the 4th-round pick, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You're making my point.
Well, you're talking about value then. I'm talking about receivers working out in the NFL, though.
Right.
And we're talking a 6'5"
It is
receiver.
value. Yeah.
DK Metcalf is working in the NFL.
Same size, found him in the...
Jamar Chase is working in the NFL. T. Higgins is working. Like, these guys that are taken are working in the NFL. We're not seeing wide receiver busts outside of whoever New England drafts. And I want to say the Eagles player that they took before Justin Jefferson. I forget his name.
Trying to think of his name off the top of my head.
Starts with a J.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
God,
anyways.
I'm drawing a blank now. It's
Yeah,
pissing
me too.
off.
It's all good.
But my point was, in terms of positional value, my point was you can find that, and you brought up DK Metcalf, you can bring up A.J. Brown, you can bring up whoever you want. Drake London, yes, I'm sure it'll work out, but I have more question marks with Drake London. He's coming off an ankle injury. Like, I'm not saying he's injury prone. I'm not saying that at all.
No, I'm with you.
I'm just banking on the individual player, Devin Lloyd, at least for me. If you're picking him at 8...
So this is the problem with trading back, right?
It's the problem, yeah.
The problem with trading back is you lose control of who's available on the board. Who knew that when I traded back I wasn't going to be able to take a Trayvon Walker? That's surprising, given how PFF typically works, right? And if you want to redo that draft, Jeff, without trading, well, then I'm probably taking Kayvon Thibodeau or Trayvon Walker at number 2. And then by the time 32 comes around, I need to make a decision. And what do you think is more valuable for this football team?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting till 32 and ending up with a safety or, let's say, a linebacker? Or using those 2 picks and trying to move up in the draft? And what do they select if they move up? A lot of people talking about the Lions trading back. I don't think we've discussed enough the possibility of them trading up on draft day.
Mm-hmm.
They have the capital to do it. And... with that question is, who would you trade up for if they're available, let's say, in the mid-teens or in the high teens, early 20s? Who are you moving up for? What player, what position does that look like for you?
For me, it'd be wide receiver, probably. I mean, if there's somebody available, now if Nakobe Dean falls, whatever, it depends on what they value for Nakobe Dean. But if, let's say, I get it, Chris Olave and all those guys are going to be off the board, but if there's a chance one of those guys are damn near in the mid-20s, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed for the Lions trading up a couple spots trying to take a wide receiver. You already took whoever you want at number 2. You could take one of the premier wide receivers in the draft. I think linebacker, safety, edge, all those other positions you can find staying put, but wide receiver the class this year, you can trade up and get somebody.
You can trade up,
now,
and
will
again,
they slide?
every year,
I don't know.
guys, there's hidden talent in the draft, just like the Lions got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 4th round. But can you do that every year? No. If you tell me for the next 5 years, all you're going to do is take a wide receiver in the 4th round, I tell you, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You're a stupid motherfucker is what you are. So, no. In today's NFL, you think Justin Jefferson doesn't go in the top 10?
Well, for hindsight 2020. But
Not hindsight.
I get what you're saying.
We're talking that skill set.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a top 10 wide receiver in any given draft class. And what are you looking for out of these players? You're looking for them to become 1,300-yard guys. That's what you're looking for. You need wide receivers. And you could make the case that last year, right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
They needed a wide receiver. But last year was, in my opinion, in the 2nd round, you had so many holes on that football team, you knew you weren't going to win many games. And drafting, let's say, in the 2nd round, any wide receiver up until that point, there wasn't value there. The only value at wide receiver, in theory, was at 7, but 2 of them were already gone. Technically 3, if you want to include Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Then who was after? Devontae Smith? You're not taking him number 7 overall. small-bodied receiver. We're talking 6'5", prototypical guy. My goodness. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, the magical run of St. Peter's, also known as the Cox. Love it. Make it all the way to the Elite Eight. First 15 seed to ever reach the Elite Eight. There's nothing more magical and there's nothing stronger. And there's no better feeling than having a strong cock. And St. Peter's had it.
It's inspiring.
It's very inspiring. The inspiring true story of the Cox. I can't wait to talk about it,
We're going to break it all down. Break that cock down. Let's do it. Wait, pause.
Said it, not me.
Break the peacocks down.
He said it, not me.
Break the peacocks down.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to go to break now. Jeff, could you please tell us about the Sports Marketing Agency?
Yes, well, ladies and gentlemen, the Sports Marketing Agency has been leveraging pro athletes and other notables for a decade against the issues around mental health and substance use disorder. Now, with the help of NFL alumni, Sean Jordan has been able to save lives and take a stand against these issues. Soon coming to Woodward Sports, the Sports Marketing Agency podcast. This is the F-Word series on fentanyl. If you are struggling with substance abuse or mental health, they are here to help. Please go to thesportsma.com. Have them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Comerica Park, sunshine, the crackle of bat. More sunshine, warmth. We're almost there, Detroit. Summer 2022 will be the summer of Woodward Sports. We just gotta make it through this damn cold first.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. As we got to talk about the March Madness tournament and the magical run of the Peacocks.
Say it correctly, damn it. Re-intro.
The Cox.
We have to talk about the magical run of the Cox.
Thank you. Give them their respect, please. First 15 seed to reach the Elite Eight. Jeff? Jesus Christ, what's going on? It's March Madness.
Well, yeah, the 15 seed, they started off with a bang by messing up everybody's brackets, beating Kentucky. I think that's the biggest win that pissed everybody off. But then they went on to beat Murray State, beat Purdue, Jalen Ivey. They took down three teams, and Murray State was still impressive, but they beat Purdue and Kentucky. I think that's really where the most impressive wins for me were. And not only that, going into this game versus North Carolina, I think we all understand, at least in past history, these teams run out of gas eventually, and it seemed to do just that against North Carolina. They lost by 20, but it was it got out of control very quickly, and that's kind of what the ceiling of St. Peter's is. But having Maz at the studio last week, everyone excited for the St. Peter's Peacocks. I mean, it's exciting. I love these stories. I mean, everyone was happy on the other side when you saw different teams making noise. I was just as surprised on the other side when Houston was winning games. Houston, for example, they beat Illinois, they beat Arizona, and I had Arizona going all the way. They beat Arizona, and they went out and almost beat Villanova. So, I mean, despite all of that, these two teams, man, it's been impressive. It's been a great March Madness. I mean, everyone's pissed off if you're trying to make a bracket, legitimate bracket, because no one had St. Peter's in their Elite Eight. I know that for a fact. But, I mean, you got your Final Four teams, USC, Duke, Villanova, and Kansas. I mean, ideally, 4 respectable teams, 4 teams that can win it, honestly. And if I had to give a favorite right now, I got to go with the old reliable. I got to go with Villanova. Even though Duke on paper, I mean, listen, they're playing for something. They really are. Coach K's last season. And not only that, they have the most talent left in the March Madness tournament. But I don't know, something about Villanova, man. Jay Wright, to me, is one of the most underrated coaches, I think, in sports, in general, not even just college basketball. The guy has 2 national championships in the last 10 years. No one really talks about him. So I think Jay Wright deserves more respect. And not only that, Villanova, talk about identity of a program. They've established that. They have an identity. Duke, I mean, you're bringing in players, and obviously you have one of the, the best coach of all time in college basketball in Coach K. But the identity of Villanova, I think that's what impresses me the most. No freshmen. They're coming in. They all have juniors, sophomores, seniors going out there. A lot of experience. And, yeah, this March Madness, man, has been a treat. It really has. I mean, even dating back to Michigan taking on Tennessee, and I picked against, obviously, Michigan, but we all know Villanova is just a better team. Not even just on paper, but they have the Jaden Daniels. He's probably going to get drafted this year out of Tulane, transfer. But yeah, I mean, Villanova, to me at least, if I'm looking at these 4 teams, I'm trying to analyze. Duke should probably be the favorite, looking at all 4 of these. I know Kansas, another team that no one really talked about. I picked them to be here in the Final Four, and here they are, well coached, and they have underrated players on that team. So it really is the fact of it. UNC is plus 500 to win right now. Wow.
Jeff, I'm gonna cut you off. We just got news that the Lions are in Hard Knocks.
Oh my God. Are you crapping me right now? We're in Hard Knocks this year? Deservedly so. And it's about damn time. Oh, Adam's doing the facepalm face. Well, I would be ecstatic if they are in Hard Knocks. I think that's hilarious. I would love that. I would love that.
Why?
I would love it. It should have been last year, but again.
Why? Why?
The Colts were on Hard Knocks.
Congratulations. It's great for media. Yeah, it's great for fans. All right. Why?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a whole like picture and everything. I gotta get this. Hold on.
I am very frustrated. Why?
I love it.
I get it. People should be excited, but this does nothing. This does nothing for me. I'm very, very disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
August 9th is when it'll debut, if anyone's wondering.
The teams that get Hard Knocks are the teams that suck balls outside of the Colts down the stretch, which they did suck balls, by the way, after Hard Knocks started.
In-season Hard Knocks,
in-season
which
Hard
was,
Knocks.
I mean, yeah.
I don't understand.
Should have been last year. I mean, we're a year late. I mean, can we just focus on winning some damn games? Why do we have to have Hard Knocks this year? That's probably my only complaint.
Well, they can't do a first-year coach.
True.
That's one of their rules.
Very true, Fish.
So.
Very good point. That's probably why they're doing the Lions this year. Second year of Dan Campbell's regime.
Look, I mean, Dan Campbell, this is a new challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out.
Can you balance it? All of it.
Well, not only that, I mean, he is a media magnet, let's be honest. This guy is a quote every single press conference that people are talking about. It's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited, I guess. I don't know how I feel. I really don't. I get the excitement around the room. I get the excitement in the chat. Hard Knocks, you're going to be able to see the team behind the scenes, training camp, everything that goes on, cutting players, whatever it may be, how the rookies are doing. I get it. But from my experience watching Hard Knocks on other teams, a lot of it seems like they're in the way, right? They're in the way of football operations. And who are the teams that are typically on Hard Knocks? The shitty ones. I don't want to be on Hard Knocks. And hopefully this is the first and last time ever. Ridiculous. Michael Peterson, what email do you send mock drafts to for Wednesday? Maddie, you want to drop your email in the chat, please? Thank you. I don't know.
I hope it isn't a distraction. I think that's probably the biggest concern. But
look, I mean, it is a distraction. It's not whether it will be. It is. It is a distraction.
How much of a distraction?
Does it impact the play on the field? Look, I don't think so. But it definitely is a distraction. It's very odd. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not. I'll definitely tune in.
When we talked about it last time, though, and it was originally in conversation, none of us had a problem with it.
Yeah, none of us had a problem with it because
now
it wasn't real.
Now it's a reality for Adam.
Yeah, you know? Like, I didn't have a problem with meeting girls on Saturday night until the reality kicked in that they were hippos. Right? Reality hurts sometimes. It sucks. Look, well, is Hard Knocks going to be the reason why this team wins 10 games or 5 games? No, it's not. All right? Realistically. But we'll see. I mean, for us, for a media sports network, it is gold for us. Like, of course, we're excited about it. It is going to be an aspect that you're going to talk about every single week leading up to the season. Player interactions, coaches cutting players, practices, etc. Behind the scenes, how coaches talk with each other. It's definitely going to be something new, and it's going to be something that I don't believe any other coaching staff that the Lions have ever had would be capable of taking, be capable of handling.
Right.
Like this staff, people are going to be excited to see what Dan Campbell is behind the scenes, what a Ben Johnson looks like, what he sounds like, how he communicates. Like, that stuff's important. So, excuse me when, I'm not jumping out of my chair in joy, but I do get the excitement behind it. You're going to be able to see things you would never be able to see. And that is, I would say, I think the word this morning should be exciting. I get it. I do get it. But God damn it.
A little hesitant.
I do not want a 3-13-1 season again documented. Please, God, no. Please. Hopefully this team makes the improvements it needs to make. What draft pick do you think sets off the... What... If they take Kyle Hamilton or Malik Willis at number 2 overall, what do you think?
Like, what do you mean? Like, what are my first
Hard
reactions?
Knocks.
Oh, on Hard Knocks?
That'd be pretty insane.
It would. Imagine, Malik would be, that'd be interesting. That would make Hard Knocks a lot more interesting. But, again, it could be a distraction. I get that's a concern, but at the same time, I think everyone in Detroit is at least excited just to get some sort of attention on the team. I think that's the biggest thing, because we were all arguing for it last year, and now that it's a reality, I know people are a little hesitant, but I think it'll be exciting. Now, if it does affect the team negatively, I think you'll start to see that right away.
I don't think it will, though.
Then you're good.
You know,
then what's your issue?
It's not that it's an issue. It's just...
so there you go.
It's new. It's not an issue. It's something new.
I like new. I'm
you
good
like
with
new. I really want this team to just be good, for God's sake. So
hopefully they can do both. Who knows? Maybe not. I don't. We'll see. That'll be cool, though, any episode. If they bring in Malik Willis, God, that Hard Knocks document, it's going to be even more interesting. Adam's going to be at home just crying himself.
It's whatever. It's fine. Look, I get it. I really do, but it's whatever. It's not something, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about. It's going to be cool to see behind the scenes Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson all operate, see how the players interact. What does that culture look like behind the scenes, right? Everyone talks about culture all the time with this team. Well, now you're going to be able to see it. So it's going to be really interesting. Again, I'm not hating on it, Maddie, but it's interesting. It is. It is interesting, but it is new, different, and I'm not sure how else to explain it.
As like from things that are happening in my brain right now is this Baker Mayfield thing a narrative for Hard Knocks?
Oh God, imagine Hard Knocks.
No.
Imagine Baker Mayfield.
No, the Baker Mayfield narrative is just a way to piss off Detroit Lions fans.
That's just where my brain went immediately, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Pistons fan 11 is spot on. I mean, yeah, we should be, obviously.
Imagine this scenario.
This is content, literally free content to discuss talking points for the next 8 to 12 weeks. More than that.
Adam, what goes through your head? They trade for Baker Mayfield and they draft Kyle Hamilton, and they have Hard Knocks on.
Nothing goes through my head. To be honest with you, nothing.
You're just driving. Nothing. You're just driving right to the Ambassador Bridge.
Nothing.
You're just driving all the way there.
No, I'm already dead.
Hey, take me to Canada while you're there.
There's no driving. I legit. I'm done. I'm ending it. I'm gonna take a hot bath. I'm not gonna get into details. It's rude. It's not nice of me. But don't worry. I will end myself. If they trade for Baker,
allegedly,
not allegedly, it will freaking happen. Trade for Baker Mayfield, draft Kyle Hamilton. God damn it! What'd I do?
What I do to deserve this?
What has anybody done?
What did you do?
What have I done to deserve this? Why? Why do I have to end my life?
What did you not
because
do?
Another team just wants to be stupid. Why? Baker Mayfield. Oh my God. Oh my! I can't. God damn it. God damn it! I can't imagine it. So we're going to take a quick break because my head is spinning now. When we get back,
sorry.
I'm sure you guys all saw what happened at the Oscars last night. Will Smith pimp smacked Chris Rock. Now, whether or not you believe it's real, we'll get to the whole conspiracy theory later. But the Red Wings played, and they got pimp smacked pretty hard by the
they got Will Smith.
Penguins. They got Will Smith.
Oh my gosh.
They really did. Maddie?
Well, we'll talk about that when we come back. But first, Jeff, could you please tell us about Lady Jane's?
Yes, guys. Well, if you need a haircut, as you know, we broadcast live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts in Birmingham. It is definitely awesome to get off the air and get myself looking good by one of their talented stylists. That's why I recommend you do this same thing. Get to Lady Jane's, sit in one of their comfy chairs. You get to watch your sports teams, get all the sports updates, and when you leave, you got a whole fresh cut. So get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, Make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Mornings in Detroit just got bigger. Starting April 4th, Terry Foster joins the Morning Woodward Show. That's right, the Motor City icon is now going to be on Woodward Sports every morning. So make sure you're waking up 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. daily to hear the Detroit legend along with Adham right here on Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. The Red Wings got spanked yesterday, 11-2.
This is
Ouch.
bad. It's getting
It's
bad.
right.
It's getting bad. And I get the fire Jeff Blashill. I really do. I get those arguments. At this point right now, you give up 11 goals on a night where yesterday they played. I watched the Lightning game. It was one of the most entertaining games up until the end, obviously. Nedeljkovic had a bunch of beautiful saves. I mean, it was beautiful last night. Saturday night. But then you go into Sunday. And you lose 11-2 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. My God. I really don't have a reaction. I'm honestly just appalled at this point. Like I want to give the Wings so much praise because they deserve it, but over the last 15 games, Adam, they've won like 2. It's bad. Like this is getting to the point in the season where I get it. The talent's kind of running out of gas. They played so well early on in the season, but not only just goaltending, just as an entire team, special teams, defensively, it's a problem. Whether you want to blame Jeff Blashill, whether you don't. I understand at this point. I think Stevie Y understands at this point. Jeff Blashill's not here for the long term. We all understand this. So I'm not stressed about it.
That's a done
deal.
deal.
I'm
not
stressed about it, but Adam, 11-2, what the hell was going through your mind?
Nothing, honestly. I stopped watching after it was 3-0. I gave up. Jesus Christ. The worst hockey I've seen, but you know what's better? You know what was better than the Red Wings game? The Oscars.
USA game? Oh.
Now, I want to talk to Fish about this because Fish thinks it's fake. And Fish, for you and everybody at home, and for all you, idiots, and I'm going to address you as such, as idiots, if you think that was fake, and I wish Maddie didn't leave because she's one of those people, that is BS. That was very real. And I'm not sure what to make of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, was last year the least watched Oscars? Yeah, sure.
Every
whatever.
year it's getting worse, though.
That's fine. Nobody watches. Nobody cares anymore. If you think that was a ratings grab, I can't help you. I can't help you. I really can't. Fish, walk me through why you think it's fake, please.
So, first off, it doesn't help that they're actors. That certainly doesn't help. And third off, you could clearly see it's fake because the camera was like 10 feet away as he was walking up to him. And why would Chris Rock just stand there while Will Smith is coming at you? I'm not standing there. If someone's coming at me aggressively and yelling at me, I'm not just standing there all smiling.
Fish, he
Hi
wasn't
guys,
yelling.
how
He was
are
just
you
walking.
doing?
You don't know what he's going to do. He can go up there and dap him up. You don't even know. The guy's just walking up to you. You don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, but he was angry before. He's not just going to walk up after he was angry and walk up all nice and happy and just smile.
What do you
Hi,
do if
I'm
you're Chris Rock in that situation and you get pimp smacked?
Nothing.
I
You're
mean,
a
you
host. You don't do anything. You just, like he did, he laughed.
You don't just stand there. And the fact that he laughed after.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you don't hit him, but you got to keep going with the jokes.
Yeah. Like, what's he supposed to do? He's getting paid to be the host.
Will Smith said, "Hey man, keep my wife's name out of your mouth."
Screamed
if I was Chris Rock, I would have said, "Dude, keep your wife, keep other dudes out of your wife's mouth."
Oh, he would have came back.
Man, that would have been amazing. That's entertainment.
They would have been squaring off.
That's entertainment.
God damn it.
They didn't do that, though.
Did he deserve to get smacked, though?
He didn't deserve to get smacked.
Did he?
No, he did not.
Okay.
But
Fish doesn't believe
I don't
so.
think he deserved to get smacked, but that was real. That was as real as I can get.
I mean,
for whatever reason, they muted the audio right after the smack.
I'm a fan of the smack. I think it was a well-deserved.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't think violence is a good thing. I don't care if your kids were watching. I really don't.
Now, was the
if you
audience...
have your 7 and 8-year-old kids watching the Oscars, you're a fucked up parent. So let's just start there. Before you complain about Will Smith smacking a dude on live TV, I need you to really look yourself in the mirror. If you're watching the Oscars at home with a 7-year-old child next to you, you're the problem with this country.
Yeah.
You really are. If I'm Chris Rock, I'm throwing the kitchen sink of jokes after that. And I'm letting an all-out brawl happen, honestly. Fuck it. I already got smacked. What do I have to lose? What, is he going to kill me? He didn't bring in a shank or a gun or anything. The guy's not carrying anything. I'm good.
Adam wants all the smoke.
I'm throwing every damn joke that I can think of at the time on him.
Now, was the audience in on it? No, the audience probably was not in on
Fish,
it.
it's real. It's not fake. That was definitely real. You know why?
Why?
Because not only did he pimp smack the hell out of him.
Okay.
Fish, look, I understand they're actors, but I'm sorry. In that moment, that was so raw. Because you can't... You asked why was the camera so far away?
Yeah, because they obviously had the camera zoomed in on Chris Rock.
I would have agreed with you if it was actually an up-close shot. Because if it was up close, that means the cameramen were expecting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they weren't.
But they don't want you to believe it. Of course they want you to believe it's real.
Fish, I don't need to believe it. It is real. Is it not real that he went up there and smacked the living fuck out of Chris Rock? Yes or no? Did he not smack
Was it
the
a fake
shit
slap?
out of him?
Answer that.
No, I could tell you he did slap him.
So Chris Rock agreed to get slapped. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
In public.
If it's ratings, sure.
For ratings.
Sure.
Listen, but look,
People
I'm not
do
going to sit
crazy
here and
things for
defend Will Smith.
Social media, people burn themselves for ratings.
What does it do for Chris Rock, though, Fish? What the hell does that do? He got pimp slapped.
He got public. People talk about him. Oh,
You're
did you see
laughing
Chris
at him.
Rock
He
get smacked?
got pimp slapped, Fish.
Fish, no,
He
you're wrong on
obviously
this
doesn't
one, dude.
care.
You're really wrong on this one. But I have to say, for Will Smith, like, he overreacted.
He did.
First of all, it's a joke. Second of all, you're literally a comedian, too. Third, you had it coming. All right? When you share your information like that out in public for the last 20 years, especially about Jada and how she's been cheating on you, like, you had that coming, dude. You had it coming. She has alopecia? All right, tough shit. Wear a wig. She doesn't want to wear a wig? All right, cool. Everybody knows.
Right.
You are set up for that joke, whether you like it or not. It was a good joke. G.I. Jane 2, that was freaking hilarious. Chris Rock did his job. Kevin Durant didn't go up on stage and smack Peyton Manning in the face.
Because the joke originally...
It's a joke!
Didn't Chris Rock say he's excited to see her in G.I. Jane 2? Like, it was a reference to the G.I. Jane movie. Where
No, it was a reference to her being bald.
Yes.
And looking like a soldier. What's wrong with that?
And whether Will was offended or not, did it deserve a pimp slap? Probably not. But again, like, this is what it was great to see. I thought it was hilarious. I really did. I really did. Everybody had to calm Will Smith down after, Fish. There was like 4 actors over there talking to him. There was Bradley Cooper, Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
they were all around him, like, calming him down.
It's called acting. What do you think they're
Fish,
gonna do?
So everybody in the whole arenas, everybody in the whole event's in on it.
Well, no. Well, the audience thought it was real, so of course they're gonna
So
calm
they
him down.
handpicked a couple people from the crowd to be in on it, too.
All right,
No,
real
no.
or fake? Real or fake? I want it in the chat, all of you. Real or fake? Tell me what you think.
Apparently, Chris Rock got talked to by police after. They asked him if he wanted to press charges or not. Like, it wasn't...
It's not fake, though, guys. I'm sorry, Fish. Fish.
They asked him...
You can make a ton of really good points, like, oh, they're actors. They could pull it off. That you have to understand how it happened. All right? You cannot... It's very difficult.
Are people talking about the Oscars, yes or no?
Well, that doesn't matter because...
They're talking
it
about
obviously
Will
matters.
Smith and Chris Rock.
Yeah, but they were on the Oscars.
My God.
Everybody's saying it's real in the chat.
I'm with it. It's real, guys. That cannot be fake.
Yeah, Chris Rock was like... MM
Chris
said,
Rock was stumped, guys.
He was stumped.
We're talking a guy just got pimp smacked on live TV.
Yeah.
And he literally, his actual response was like, oh, wow, okay, Will.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he had something scripted where he played it off, Fish. If Chris Rock would have handled it perfectly, if he would have had a joke or something that he could have came back with, I would have said, you know what, Fish, I'm with you. But when he got smacked, he was shook.
He even said
he was stunned. He didn't know what to say.
He even said, he's like, I just got bitch slapped by Will Smith. Like, I just
and
got
not
slapped.
only that, when they went to, I want to say, what was it? The end scene, or they went to commercial, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. He was shook. He didn't know how to transition.
No, he had no idea.
He was stumped, Fish. That is not acting. That was a guy who just got bitch smacked. And was just not sure how to react in that situation. That was real. That was real, Fish. And the reaction of Chris Rock after, I mean, it was like,
I give him credit for trying to keep going.
I mean, I give him credit for not swinging at Will or attacking him.
Absolutely.
That was impressive. And I'm sorry, you couldn't pay me enough money in the world to host a network event and get smacked on live TV where hundreds of millions of people have now seen a video of me getting smacked. My kids seeing me get smacked and me doing nothing. That's not how it works.
For a joke you made.
For a joke I made about his bald-ass wife. You got a problem with it, Will? Tell her to put a wig on. You don't talk shit. You don't smack me. You don't smack me, bitch.
Oh, my God. I'm dead.
Keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth. Bro, keep all the dudes that have been railing her mouth for the last 10 years out of her mouth. How about that,
She
Will?
is a celebrity.
How about you work on that? How about you work on her getting deep-throated by a bunch of dudes in Hollywood, huh? How about you work on that before you talk to Chris Rock, huh?
She was messing with Tupac. Who
That's
knows
back
what,
in the day.
Who knows with Tupac?
We don't talk about Tupac, man. Tupac's the man. He can do whatever he wants. He can have my wife if he wanted.
He can have my wife.
Tupac does what he wants when he wants.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
that is just funny, man. Chris Rock. Never in my day we at least get to this point where he
not how
would
it
offend
works.
Will Smith that much. I mean,
whatever.
Don't
You
make a
guys
joke.
need to stop being offended, honestly.
Well,
and all
okay.
you people defending Will
That will-
Smith,
that will
he did
never-
overreact. You cannot get up and go smack another dude in that moment. That was an overreaction. Did Chris Rock deserve to be smacked because his wife has alopecia? Maybe. Do it backstage. You don't do it in that moment.
Yeah, in the
You do
middle.
not do it in that moment. That is unacceptable to the 10th degree. It is unacceptable. We got to take a quick break. When we get back, mailbag. You guys know what's next. Get your questions all in the chat, and we'll be back right after the break. But before we do, Jeff, could you tell everybody at home about Cintron?
yes, well, guys, Cintron, an aspirational lifestyle beverage brand with a line of sparkling flavored energy beverages, premium bottled water, and revitalizer shots. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners with the Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice. Buy online at cintronworld.com. Use the promo code RedWings10. Save 10% with shipping included. Remember, drink it, live it with Cintron.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Putting on a show here, and that's how you answer. We love our sports. We just wish they'd love us back. Detroit sports for Detroit sports fans. Woodward Sports.
All right, well, Wing Snob has the fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken. Guys, listen, it is 9:52 a.m. I'm craving some wings, and I'm sure you guys are too. So get to Wing Snob. They have the best traditional wings. They have literally two of many signature sausage in Jamaican jerk or lemon pepper. Both are absolutely delicious. Their wings are tossed to perfection in any sauce you so choose. When the wings are this good, you're allowed to be a snob. Order online now at wingsnob.com. Wing Snob, we just have better wings.
All right, mailbag time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with the questions. Guys, what are y'all's thoughts on the Lions on Hard Knocks? Jeff, I'll let you answer first.
Thoughts on Lions on Hard Knocks?
Yeah. Quick thoughts.
Curious. I'm excited, but I'm excited to see what they capture and how the season goes. Because at the end of the day, Adam, like you said, if we win 3 to 4 games and we're on Hard Knocks, I'm going to jump off the Ambassador Bridge. But until then, I'm excited. I really am. It'll be interesting.
Look, I'm in the boat of. It's honestly surprising they've never done Hard Knocks before, considering you have to be a bottom 3 team.
Yeah.
And I want to say since 2000, they've been a bottom 3 team 14 times.
It's a good point.
So the fact that they've gone this long without getting picked is kind of impressive. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind it. Whatever. We'll see. I don't mind getting insight into this head coaching staff and front office. I think the world of Brad Holmes. So who knows how it plays out. Let's see. What the hell is going on here? Whatever. I'm getting text messages I should not be getting right now. Should they take Will Smith's Oscar back? No, they shouldn't. He won it fair and square. When are you going to announce the winners going to New Orleans for the Final Four? That is happening today. That is happening today across the shows. Big D energy and bottom line. I'm really excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
The Lions should wait for Tom Brady's son to be drafted eligible. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like waiting that long.
Joey.
Adam,
funny.
since it's all fake and staged, how much to Will
Hell
Slap
yeah.
Fish? I don't need to get paid to Will Slap Fish. I'll just do it right now. If it's fake. Is the weekend story with Adam going to be a thing?
Weekend story with Adam. That should be
I
a
mean,
thing.
if my weekends start playing out like that, yeah, it's going to be a thing. It absolutely is going to be a thing. That's not even a question. So listen, guys, you have to understand. I really...
He didn't want to be in that situation.
I didn't ask for it.
No, you
I
did
didn't
not.
ask for it. I didn't ask for hungry hippos to freaking come across the goddamn screen. All right? All I wanted was to enjoy my drink. And then the goddamn hungry fucking hippos.
Adam, you know how to win
They came and attacked us. What am I supposed to do?
You know how to win hungry hippos. You give them the balls.
Wow.
They can have Spencers and Easies. They're not having mine.
You can have the heavyweights.
Guys, when you are viciously attacked by a stampede of hippos, what do you want me to do?
Did you say how many there were?
There were 4 of them.
Okay.
We're talking over 1,500 pounds across the board.
Across the board.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Across the board.
I'm not talking slightly overweight. I'm talking when they walk.
If you guys can't hear that,
You can hear it in freaking Albania.
Yeah, you heard that.
Okay.
You can hear it. Trust me, it's a scary thing. It's terrifying. I don't wish it for any of you. I don't wish it upon my worst enemy. I have never been more scared in my life.
Give the hippo
I have never feared for my life more than I feared for my life on Saturday night.
Did they eat all the pizza, by the way?
No, they left before the pizza got there. Thank God.
okay.
I think they got impatient because the pizza was taking long. Thank God. I was scared. I was hungry.
And
I was trying to have a good time.
Was this like 6, 7, 8 o'clock, or was this like 10,
This was
11,
like 10
12?
o'clock, 10:30 at night.
These are
Okay.
yeah, these are
This
dangerous
was right
hours.
after the Mac event. We
Yeah.
went downstairs to order some food and have a drink or two. And
Yep.
next thing I know, I'm being attacked, and I'm fighting for my life. I'm running. I've never ran so fast in my life. I think I could have done like a 4.240.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
fight or flight.
Swear to God,
It was fight or flight. You chose flight.
I was terrified. Guys, you have to understand that this is a life and death situation.
Life and death.
And there's also context to it that matters. They sent the skinny hot one. And she was the shepherd. And she came back with a herd of hippos. Do you not understand how terrifying that is? Imagine in the far distance, all right? You're sitting there, you're having a drink with a few buddies.
Yeah.
Everything's going good. You're thinking, a couple people are coming to the table. Everyone's going to have fun. And then in the far distance, far away, all you see is a goddamn hippopotamus. And not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 goddamn hungry hippos. And they're looking at you like you're fresh meat. Of course I was scared. Scared for my life. I wouldn't be here Monday if I didn't react the way I did. Oh my God.
I really can't.
What other questions do we have in the
I
chat?
can't imagine what you're going through.
Was Juwan Howard slap better than Will Smith? Honestly, no. No, Will Smith connected clean. That was a much better smack by Will Smith. Guys, I am not joking. There are 6 witnesses, all who were just as scared as I was.
Yeah.
This is not a joke. This is not a game. Adam, how did it feel to get catfished? It did not feel good. I was terrified for my life. Who would win in an Oklahoma drill? Adam's balls or Chris Rock? Guys, you are horrible with these questions.
I saw one. How would you feel about potentially the draft coming to Detroit in the next couple of years?
I'd love that.
That would be
Oh, my
the
God. I
best.
mean, Woodward Sports, we would throw a huge draft party.
You think we'll be in the lottery during that?
I hope not. I hope Detroit's picking in the mid-20s.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Adam, can you sing the Hungry Hippo song? Is that a song?
thing? I didn't know that.
I'm going to find out right now. Hungry.
Oh, no.
There's definitely
Vinny,
a
what have
game.
you done?
There's definitely a game, Hungry Hippos.
It is a song. It's a commercial. 1 second.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
God. Okay, copyright. Thank you. Might have to mute your mic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can't copyright. Never mind.
Well, you can still play it. I'll just mute your mic.
Huh?
You want to play it? I'll just mute your mic.
No. Well, how are they supposed to hear it, buddy?
Well, he'll have his on.
Who cares about Jeff?
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Adam, glad you made it out safe. Next time, just send Fish to put a dent in them. I tried, but Fish wasn't there. He didn't want to hang out with us.
Well, that's
he didn't
not
bother
true.
coming to the event.
Fish, you would have
That's
tackled
not
all
true.
of them. Fish would have tackled
I
them.
would have probably died.
All right, well, guys, I leave
I
you
would have
all
been
with
tackled.
It's 10 o'clock. We got to go. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Adam, were you wearing your wedding ring? No, I was not.
Oh.
No, I was not.
Wow.
I was, again, why I was terrified for my life. And again, when you have to understand, when a hippo is hungry, they don't even look at the hand.
No.
They just see food. They're not looking at me as a bachelor. So
your guys' first mistake was the pizza.
We're going to end it on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Check out Big D Energy at 11 o'clock. Have a fantastic Monday. And as always, stay the hell away from hippopotamuses. We'll see you guys.
Go USA.